Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be discussing all of the brand new LEGO sets for the Batman movie that's going to be releasing in 2022, except these sets are going to be coming out on November 1st of 2021, so pretty soon. I am very excited for these sets. I think they all look fantastic, and we're going to dive deep into them right now, so let's get straight into it here. And the first one that we have is the LEGO Technic one here. It is the Batmobile set number 42127. This one's going to retail for $99.99 USD and then $129.99 Canadian. And as you can see here, it's got some great looking box art. I really do love the design of this here. I think it looks fantastic, and the actual vehicle here also looks pretty darn good. I think that they did a great job of like capturing all of the flame effects here, and I love that they used the blue fire pieces there. I think that definitely suits it quite well, so I do like that a lot. And you can see there is also a light brick within the set as well, which we'll try to have a look at. But as you can see, the actual exterior of the build I think is really well done. Honestly, I really do like the look of this quite a bit. I think they were able to kind of capture that sleek design of this version of the Batmobile pretty well, and at least from what I've seen from the trailers. But as you can see there's the light brick right under the hood right there, which is super great looking. So I do like the fact that we get that within the set as well. I think it's just honestly gotta be one of my favorite Technic builds. I'm not a big Technic guy, so it's kind of cool to have something like this, so I'm definitely looking forward to it quite a bit. And then the next one that we have here is the first of kind of like the classic just minifigure Batman sets here, and this one is set number 76179, the Batman and Selena Kyle Motorcycle Pursuit. This one's going to retail for $14.99 USD and then $19.99 Canadian. And this one here is another pretty good looking set. The vehicles are a little bit oversized there, but that's kind of what you have to expect with LEGO. It's just kind of how it is with a lot of their motorcycles, unless they just use like the molded motorcycle piece. But I still do like the look of them, and it kind of makes sense. They're a little bit more armored up. And then of course we have the designs of both of the figures here, which maybe I can grab a better image of here. As you can see, there we go. Here are both of the figures, so we get a great look at the Robert Pattinson Batman here. Now, it's definitely disappointing that we aren't getting a new cowl here. I mean, I would have liked to have seen something that looks a little bit more accurate to at least what we're going to be seeing in the film, so that's a little bit disappointing. But I do love the armor here. Would have been nice to get some like arm printing, maybe some side leg printing, but I think for what it is, it's pretty good. It seems to represent the costume quite well. And then we have Selena Kyle right here, who I think looks pretty good, a little bit more simplistic, but I do love her torso print. I think it's got a very sleek look to it, and definitely of course matches up pretty well with Batman there. And then you can see some of the other elements here. We do get a head for Robert Pattinson right there, which I think is really great. I believe that's a reused face print. It might be from Tom Riddle in the Harry Potter sets. Correct me if I'm wrong about that. I totally could be, so I'm not too sure about that. We also get a bat signal as well in the backdrop right there, so I think that's quite cool. You can kind of see some more shots of it here, and it kind of looks like it's glowing in the background. I'm not sure if that's going to be like a glow in the dark piece or something like that, kind of over top of it, so I don't know what's going on there. We can zoom in there, see a little sticker or print on that tile there. You can kind of see a little jewel that Selena Kyle's stealing right there, and yeah, you can see it looks like it is going to be like a glow in the dark piece right there, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, that's basically everything to do with this set. I think it's a pretty good looking one, a nice little starter set here, and you get two pretty cool figures. Then the next one here is set number 76181, the Batmobile, the Penguin Chase. This one's going to retail for $29.99 USD and then $39.99 Canadian. And this one here is once again a really good set. This might be one of my favorite ones, I would say, because I love the design of the Batmobile from what I've seen for the film, and I think they did a pretty good job of capturing it here in this build. So we can kind of go over the figures here first. Of course, we've already gone over Batman, who I believe is the same design. I want to say. I'm assuming that it is. I'm not gonna really like go back and compare, but you can see here, of course, the Penguin. Very good looking figure. I believe that Colin Farrell is playing the Penguin in this film, so that's kind of cool. I think they did a good job at designing the figure. I love the outfit. I think it's got a lot of great details to it, and I like the face print as well. I think that looks great, so definitely digging that quite a bit. That's another issue with the Batman figure. I get it that they always love to do the white eyes and just the standard Batman face print, but it's really starting to get a bit repetitive, so a little bit disappointing in that aspect. You do get, once again, like the blue translucent pieces here around the actual Batmobile, which I just think looks so great, so do like that quite a bit. I like the Penguin's weapon as well. I know that's a minor thing there, but it's kind of a cool like stud shooter sort of thing, so I do like that. You have some other elements here. You can see it sort of chasing the Penguin. Now, I don't think the Penguin stands any sort of chance against Batman there in the Batmobile, but, you know, it's fine. We'll ignore that. The back of it's pretty interesting. Definitely a lot going on here. Of course, we haven't really had, like, super detailed looks at the Batmobile from the film. So I think this looks pretty good, though, for what it is. I do like the uniqueness of this Batmobile, and it definitely feels like a sort of, like, starter Batmobile, I suppose, because Batman's just kind of like, I believe, like a year into being Batman, so it makes sense here. That's kind of a bit more of a starter sort of model, so I still love it a ton. I think it looks great. And then the next set here, and the final one for the wave, is set number 76183. This one is the Batcave, the Riddler face-off right here. As you can see, I just want to see all the figures so I don't forget who they all are, but let's go over the figures first here, because we might as well. We have from left to right here, you can see Batman. We get the Riddler in this set, who I think looks so cool. We haven't really seen any super detailed looks at this character, and of course I don't know how accurate the Lego version is going to be, but I think it looks super cool. Very unique take on the character, and I do like to get to see that. Then we have, of course, Commissioner Gordon here. I think he looks so great. Fantastic figure, great face print as well, so I'm loving that. We get Selena Kyle as well, which I suppose kind of cheapens the like smallest set, because I don't know if you necessarily really need that set, considering the fact that you can get her here, and those bike builds aren't really anything too phenomenal. Then we get Alfred right here. I think looks amazing. Love that figure so much. Definitely a cool, like, unique design for him. And then we get Bruce Wayne right there, as well as a completely separate figure. So pretty interesting there. I do like the torso, and the legs are pretty good as well. Nothing like too extra phenomenal, but still kind of a cool one there. It's called the Bruce Wayne Drifter, actually. I'm seeing there. I'm kind of like reacting to these sets first, so I apologize if I get any information correct as I'm going through. Another detail I want to mention before we go off of the box art here is I love the image at the bottom right there. I think that looks so great. Definitely a cool sort of artwork of Batman. Love the lighting, the blue and the red sort of on him, and then you can see it in Lego form as well, which is super great. So you can see a ton of great elements here. We're going to kind of break down all of them here. Let's see. We can get some nice close-ups here. So you can see we sort of have the monitor system, which of course is kind of built into every Batcave set that we get, but I think this looks super great. Kind of looks like the Riddler is on there right now, so it seems like Batman's trying to track him down, which is quite cool. We have a bunch of other images here. I'm assuming these are all going to be stickers, of course. And then if we sort of move around here, you can see, I love like the top here. It's got like a clock. I really like the tan. I think that's kind of cool. You can see it says Wayne Terminus right there. And then you can see a map on the left right there, which is quite cool, so I do like that a lot as well. See, that's a much better bike build right there. I like that bike build. I think it's a little bit more reasonable size wise, so definitely like that. You can see some little code things right there, which we'll go over afterwards. You can see a cool like motorcycle helmet as well for Bruce there. You can see all the figures once again, so have a look through those. And then we move up here, you can see some other elements here. I love how he has so many tools as well. That's kind of cool to get all of those pieces there within this set, so I do like that also. So yeah, just some great elements there from what I can see. Breaking it down, I love the lights as well on the top of the Batcave there. Figures, once again, we can see some of the action going on here, which I think just looks so great. It looks like a really fun play set, so I do like that, of course. Can see just some other angles here of the actual build, so I do like that as well. We can see sort of a prison there for the Riddler, get a nice look at the figure there. I think that is super great as well. So just some really fantastic elements, and you can see there it can kind of move around the back computer as well, which is super cool. And then if we look right here, you can see it wants you to combine the Batmobile with this set, which I will definitely be doing if I'm able to get my hands on both of these. That'll be super cool, so definitely looking forward to that. And then we can see a super cool detail here, which I think is awesome. I don't really know how it works. It seems like the magnifying glass, when you put it over top here, you can really clearly see to the Batman. Maybe it's like got to do with like black light effects or some sort of like lighting effect here, but I think that is such a cool thing there, because of course Batman's kind of really going into detective mode here, kind of like discovering the clues left by the Riddler, which I think is super cool. So love that element there. And that's the set right there. That is the whole wave for the Batman film. I am so excited for these sets. I think they're really great. There could be some improvements, of course. The smaller sets a little bit weaker, which kind of to be expected, but you can still have cool elements in that, and I think they kind of missed an opportunity there. And then the actual Batman figure, really would have loved to have seen a new cowl. I think that is a huge misfire for Lego, but I also kind of understand, of course, they can't really always make a new piece. But I mean, you have 3 sets here. I feel like it would have been worth it considering Batman's in all of them. The Riddler figure, I love that figure so much. And yeah, just all the elements come together to make for some really great sets here. Definitely want to pick them up. I'll be getting the Batcave and the Batmobile, not the Technic one and not the smallest set. I think I'm going to pass on both of those, but the 2 biggest ones, definitely ones that I want to purchase are the 2 biggest minifigure scale ones. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Batman sets down below in the comment section. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions on this wave and which ones you want to try to pick up. Remember, November 1st is when these are releasing, so get excited for those. And if you did enjoy the video, be sure to leave a like. Also subscribe as well if you would like to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.